Greetings everyone. You're looking at a blank desk right now because the box for the Powkiddy J6 is so impressive. I just had to make like an official revealing of this box, just so it'll blow everyone's minds. Here we go. Ready? Ready for this? Here's the box for the Powkiddy J6 handheld in all its glory. There it is.
Yeah!
Bask in the glory of this. It is amazing. Okay, so kidding aside, this is the worst box I've seen. It literally just says video games. What's even worse is, so if you flip it over, this blows my mind. Flip it over, it's a whole different system. Looks like a PSP. I'm guessing you can get it to look like a PSP as well. I've only seen the system in orange, like in orange and black, but there's a PSP looking one as well. It looks just like it. It's funny. 100% like a PSP. Anyway, the Powkiddy J6 handheld, here it is. Here's the box. That's all I'm going to say about it, because this is as good as it gets. The box is, that's it. It sucks. No, just kidding. Let's open it. Inside here, inside this box, nothing special. You have the directions, which are really poorly, they're real bad. It's just, they're in English, but it doesn't, I don't know. There's so many things that this thing can do. It doesn't even care about the games. It's talking about all the other things mostly. The directions I don't normally look at, but I did, and they don't look very helpful. Anyway, here's the charging cable. It is a, I guess the official name, it is a mini USB charger. Mini USB is pretty old school now. I don't mind it, but I actually needed this cable because I couldn't find one to charge it. So if you lose this, you might be out of luck. So mini USB, ugh. It's bad enough to see micro USB. When you see mini USB, it's pretty sad. So, and that's it. There's nothing else in the box. Not a piece of paper that says good luck. Stuff like that. It's just, that's it. Very simple box and contents. So here it is. Oh geez, I didn't even pull off the, let me pull it off. I know people love this part. Oh, of course. Jeez. Okay. Peel porn is what people say.
What?
Okay. So here it is. Yeah, so this system is only comes in orange as far as I know. I haven't seen it looking like the other one, but I'm sure it's available under a different name or something. But this is as far as I can see, when you type Powkiddy J6, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see the black and orange handheld. It is a 4.3 inch screen. It's around like $15 to $20. Not much to say about it. You have the SD on the bottom, which is nice. You can take up to 16 gig. In most cases, it'll come with a 16 gig SD, which is nice. There's some value right there. On-off switch. Headphones, which we'll talk about shortly. Your charging and the microphone. And something you don't see normally, but this system tries to go for like multiple things. The system has a regular D-pad. It has the buttons that you normally see, start, select, and the volume. Very small buttons. I don't like how small they are. They also don't come out very well. They're hard to push, but they're there. An analog stick and a D-pad. The analog stick is real rough. Real rough. It's awful. I avoid it, but it's there. Oh, it's rough though. And then two trigger buttons, which have nothing to do with the games. I think the right trigger, this one's for like select or X, and the one on the left is to get out of a game. It's like the back button. So while you're in a game, if you push this, it'll pull you out. It's immediately out of the box. It's in Chinese, so you're either stuck with it or you go to fix it, which is, I'm going to do it now because I've done it 14,000 times. It also has a nice Sound. I don't like the sound. And the sound is so, I don't know why, but it makes the whole system lag. Just moving around, it's like, ugh. So I'm going to go in, and I don't know Chinese. I just happen to remember where to go to change it to English. So there we go. It's now English. So why this thing sucks? Reason number one, you're always going to have to do that every time you boot it. It doesn't save. There's no option to save that. Also, if you don't like the sound, you can change it so it won't do that anymore. In the advanced settings, set keytone off, which I'm positive you're going to want to turn off. There we go. That's much better. It's not as laggy now, but it's got a calculator, an ebook reader. You can make recordings on it. You can play music on it, videos. I'm just going to go to the video games. I didn't test any of the things. It's not worth it to me, but let's go to the video games. Oh, so the menu also has, if you scroll off of here, there's some video games that they recommend. These are no surprise to me. I see Punisher, Final Fight, all the typical games you're going to find. Contra, see all these type. Contra's like a huge recommendation for almost every one of these systems. It's I don't like that menu, but anyway, if you go right into the game option, this is where it looks better. So the menu looks good here. You're seeing all the systems this thing emulates. It has Super Nintendo, Genesis, regular Nintendo Entertainment System, MAME, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color. So not too bad of a selection. Super Nintendo is an important one. I think a lot of people want to play Super Nintendo, but does it play it well? We're going to find out shortly. One of the things I wanted to talk about was the volume. Is you cannot change the volume on in the game, so you got to do it prior. I recommend like somewhere in the middle because it's loud right out the gate. So let's pick a game here to show you how well these games work. We'll start with Super Nintendo Arkanoid. Why not? In the menu for all the games, it's going to do this. It's going to do this restart. That actually is the start. Just in case if you save the game and you can hit this restart and get back in the game, I guess. But that's always going to show up. It's very confusing. But anyway, let's play Arkanoid. Ooh, very exciting. So it feels okay. It sounds okay. It's not too bad. Let's try another game. There's so many. Oh, I didn't want Bass. What did I pick? Ass Masters?
What?
What? I think we're in for a treat. I think it was supposed to be... I swore it said Ass Masters. Fish. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can drive this boat. Oh, man. Oh, the lag on this game is horrible. So... Oh, this hurts. The controls are rough. What is this, a pond? This is awful. Oh, this is as fast as I can go, really? Can I just crash? Let's try Bugs Bunny. Since Space Jam 2 is coming out. Whew. Why is it so loud? I have to check out the volume. Wow. Okay. One of the other things, I'm also say some positive things about this. It does have the ability to save your game, and it does have some settings. So if you don't like certain things, you can change. The sound output is just on and off. the keyboard mapping. So this is probably the best feature this thing has, is you can adjust what buttons for what you want. So that's rare. It's a nice feature. So you can just use that. Screen size is also good. If you don't like the stretched out look, you can do the original size. Scale. So let's do scale. That's probably the best. So scale usually will have it the normal size. Yes, that's a little better. So right away the sound sounds awful. And I've tried headphones, and it's just as awful with the headphones. Oh, you throw pies at people? You can't throw them far, though? Why can't you throw them far? Oh, you can kick people. Yes! That's better. Kick. Nothing like cartoon violence. This pie throwing is stupid, though. Why can't he throw a pie better than that? Anyway, this is okay, but it feels laggy. Which is, I think, where all the Super Nintendo games are going to be laggy on this thing. It's just not... They work, but... I'm just going to kick the crap out of everything. Come on. Get over here. Oh, man. How about Genesis? So you can already tell the sound already sounds poor. One of the good things about this game is the sound, and it's just not... This emulator's not doing it justice. It's okay, but I know what it could sound like. The sound. And I promise you the headphones aren't going to do much better. It's not at the speaker, it's the emulation for sure. I like this version of Castlevania, gonna be honest. It just feels nice. It sounds cool when it's emulated properly. Overall, it works, but it's a little laggy. Not too bad, but most likely enough for you to notice. Regular Nintendo? Will it work? Regular Nintendo Entertainment? Oh, jeez. This thing is so laggy in general. No, I don't want to play music. Oh, man. This thing is so laggy in general that you might open the wrong thing. It just, the whole thing just feels slow. Okay, so now let's get crazy and do Castlevania again. So I predict this will be fine. Seems fine so far. If it's laggy on this, then oh man, it sounds good. It sounds good. Nintendo Entertainment System is to a point now where it's emulated on almost everything. Calculators, you know, everything. If you can't emulate this, you're hurting for a system like this. And it's doing it just fine. It sounds good. We can't, no complaints. So MAME games are not all MAME games. I've yet to test them all, but the ones that are going to work are the Final Burn Alpha. The buttons are so hard to push. The start and select are rough. Especially if you have big fingers. Like, I'm using my fingernail to do it. That's how low profile they are. I haven't even been using the analog stick. Let me try to use that. It's not too bad. I think it's rough. It doesn't feel good. It really doesn't feel that great. It feels like I'm going to break it, like, after an hour of gameplay, the analog stick. You just ate a whole pizza in, like, 1 second. He's going to punish his own stomach. Okay, and a whole chicken? Down. This dog looks happy about what's going on here. Oh, man. This dog's like justice. Interesting. Anyway, so that seems to work just fine. Game Boy Advance. It already, at the gate, it feels a little laggy. Just a little bit. Oh, it's rough. It's laggy. It's better than I expected, but it's not great. I'm not sure. You might have to adjust them. Oh, that's another problem. Yeah, that's going to require some configuring. The Game Boy Advance has triggers, but this thing's already using the triggers for other things. So you're going to have to change the settings on there. Okay, Game Boy Color. So this looks great. And it sounds good. It doesn't feel too laggy. It reacts pretty good. It's not too bad. So it can play Game Boy Color at least. Yeah, it's working great. Ooh. I'm not going to say that Game Boy Color sucks on this thing. I want to, but it does do well. So there's so many reasons to not like this thing. The fact that you shut it off and go back in, and it's still... It just goes back to what it once was. It's going back to Chinese. The annoying sounds are back. The volume's messed up. The analog stick feels cheap. The start and select buttons. These buttons are so hard to push. That's bad. There's a lot of bad things about this. The only good things is you can save and load games, and you can remap the keys. And with Game Boy Advance, you have to do it. You have to remap the keys before you even play the game. A lot of the Game Boy Advance games use the triggers, so you're going to have to do that. I don't know. I say for this, no way. It's $20, but you can do a lot better for $20. I say stay away from the Powkiddy J6. If you have one already, look for a hack to make this better. Someone will hack this if they get frustrated enough, or just ignore it. I say ignore this one. The only games that are good on here are the Nintendo, the Game Boy Color, and the MAME stuff. That's it. Everything else is a little laggy. It just doesn't feel right. The controls don't feel great. The analog stick isn't super either. So I say avoid this one. I'm not going to keep this one. I'll probably give it away. Or, I don't know. Toss it. I don't know. I don't like it. You won't like it. I say avoid it. If you have it already, I'm so sorry. Maybe something better will come out. Get rid of it while you can. That's the Powkiddy J6. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.